Hi guys, today I'm gonna be talking about something that I've kind of been wanting to talk about for quite a while now. So, as you might or might have not known, I'm a furry. Yeah, that's right, I'm a freaking furry. But why exactly did I decide to join this community with such a terrible reputation? Well, you'll find out in this video. So, for those who don't know, a furry is basically someone who has an interest in anthropomorphic characters. That's pretty much it. And although many people assume all furries have either some sort of romantic or sexual attraction to animals slash anthro characters, watch a whole bunch of have weird fetishes or act like animals when no one is watching, these harmful stereotypes do not describe me or the community as a whole. Though the community normalizes the majority of these things, and many of them which I do not agree with or promote. And one of the main things that I'm against that the community loves is like the 18 plus content. And this especially doesn't help gooners overcome their addiction. And I just find it really gross how there are people out there that are fine with this. I've been told to just ignore it. But seriously, how do you expect for change if all we do is just ignore it? That only works with bullying, honestly. And if you want to change, you have to advocate for it. And I know for a fact that there are many furries like me who are also against NSFW being normalized in the community, but their voices just never get heard. Here's some history that I have with this community. I actually have to confess something that might sound really cringy, but I became a furry in 3rd grade. Yes, I'm being serious. I didn't know about the community at the time though, because I didn't grow up with social media and that much YouTube. Basically in my childhood, I would just spend my free time playing with my plushes, recording videos of me playing with my plushes, watching cartoons, and playing on my Wii U. But anyways, at the time, one of my friends, she suggested for our friend group to be furries, since we all had a huge passion for anthro characters and pretty much animal characters as well. And then I also remember after that, she introduced me to what a furry basically was, and I loved the idea of being represented as an animal. So I agreed. And you know what's actually pretty surprising? Many people in my grade were actually really chill about this. Heck, they even accepted me for who I was, and I got along really well with these people in my grade. And I feel like I could be myself in elementary school. I was really social at the time too. But eventually, I forgot about being a furry throughout COVID, and remote learning didn't allow me to be around with my classmates anymore, so yeah. After COVID, I remember going back to school in person. I was starting middle school, and I was pretty excited to start socializing with other kids the way I used to back in elementary school. But I remember hearing different kids in my middle school talk about furries and how weird they were. And I knew the word furry sounded familiar. So after hearing all these things about furries, I eventually became a furry hater to not seem weird, which didn't even keep me from being bullied, because kids still found a way to make fun of me for the next 2 years after that. It wasn't until I met my best friend around the end of 2023 and start of 2024 that helped me come back to the furry community. I was very hesitant though, because I was still afraid of what people thought of me, especially after being a constant target of bullying. It took me into the autumn of 2025 to join back, but I didn't really tell anyone until now actually. So, how did my friend convince me to rejoin this community, you might ask? Well, over the years, he helped me realize that there's more to the community than just the stereotypes it's recognized with. A lot of the negative commentary from others really overlooks the amount of creativity the community has. Many people ignore how talented these furries are because making fun of them, I guess, is more funner to them. Many of these furries are great with so many diverse forms of art. I'm talking about their music, their writing, the fursuits they create, despite being very overpriced, their games, their coding, their animations, and so much more. High-key, one of my personal favorite things about this community is how people design their personas to represent themselves. And I also really enjoy listening to people talk about their personas and what they like and stuff. Each of these furries are so unique and special in their own ways. And also, many of them are really nerdy like me. So, despite the flaws that this community still needs to work on, I still feel like I belong in this community. And I wish that more people could realize that not all furries are all the same, and that each furry they come across is going to be a different experience. But anyways guys, that is all I wanted to share with you guys. So let me know in the comments if you have any other questions or if you could relate to this video. See ya guys!